Today we're going to read our solar system. So what is a solar system? A solar system is a group of objects in space. These objects all travel around a star. In our solar system, the star that objects travel around is the sun. Our solar system also has comets, asteroids, moons, and planets that orbit around the sun. A planet is an object that revolves around a star in a set path. Our solar system has 8 planets that all orbit the sun. Most of those planets have moons. Moons are smaller than a planet and revolve around a planet instead of the sun. What are the inner planets? Inner planets are closest to the sun. The inner planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. The inner planets have many similarities. These planets are the smaller set of planets and all have a rocky surface. While the inner planets are alike in many ways, they also have their differences. For example, Mercury orbits the Sun in 88 days, while it takes Earth about 365 days to orbit the Sun. Earth is the only planet that has water and oxygen on it. So, what are the outer planets? There are 4 outer planets which are far from the Sun. The outer planets are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. The outer planets are extremely large, with Jupiter being the largest. These planets are often known as the gas giants because they are made up of mostly gases. All of these planets are large and have at least 10 moons, with Jupiter having over 60 moons. All of the outer planets have rings around them, with Saturn's being the easiest to see from Earth. So over here we've got the sun, okay, and this tells us the order of the planets in our solar system. So first one, we got Mercury, then Venus, then Earth, then Mars, and Jupiter, and Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. And down here they give us a glossary for our 2 vocabulary words. So we have orbit, which is the path an object takes as it moves in space, and star, a large ball of hot, very hot gas that can be many different colors. Okay, we're going to go on to the phases of the moon. So Earth's moon. The planet Earth is part of the solar system made of planets, moons, asteroids, and comets. Earth is the 3rd planet from the sun and has water and oxygen. Earth has 1 moon. The moon is a large object that revolves around Earth. Unlike Earth, the moon has no air, no water, and no life. The surface of the moon is covered with craters and pits. The phases of Earth's moon. While it may look like it does, the moon does not actually emit or let off any light. The moon's light is actually reflected from the sun. It takes approximately 29 and a half days for the moon to orbit or move in a path around the Earth. During the 29 and a half days, the moon seems to change shape. The different shapes are called phases. The moon itself isn't really changing shape. Instead, different amounts of light are reflecting off the moon. The phases of the moon follow the same pattern during each orbit. The new moon phase is when the moon is between the Earth and the sun. People cannot see any of the moon lit up during the new moon phase. As the moon orbits the Earth, people are able to see more and more of the moon. The moon moves halfway around the Earth. At this time, the moon is known as a full moon. A full moon is when the full side of the moon can be seen from Earth. The moon continues to move through its orbit. However, now less and less of the moon can be seen until the moon reaches the beginning of the orbit again. The moon is now back to its new moon phase, where it cannot be seen as lit up from Earth. The moon continues to move through the same cycle of its phases over and over again. Okay, so over here they give us a diagram. Okay, they show us the new moon, and then you see how the light comes here. At the full moon, it's completely lit up. Okay, and then it's lit up on the other side when it's coming back around to the new moon. And down here they give us a glossary. So we have phases, which are the different shapes made by the sun's reflection off the moon, and planets, which are large objects that revolve around a star.